EQCR, Engagement Quality Control Review. Whether reviewing partner should be CA? Answer is yes. EQCR is mandatory for listed companies. SA 220 is applicable to particular audit engagement, whereas SQC 1 is applicable to firm wholly excluding corporates. SA 700 audit report and SA 700 and SA 705 is pertaining to opinions. SA 701 and SA 706 is pertaining to matters. SA 710 and SA 720 is pertaining to comparative financial information and other information. Matters are of two types. SA 701 key audit matter. Key audit matter is selected from communication to those charged with the governance as per SA 260 or SA 265. Next, SA 706 modification in report without change in opinion. Opinions. SA 706 deals with two types of matters, two types of matter paragraphs: emphasis of matter paragraphs, other matter paragraphs. Emphasis of matter paragraphs, fundamental for users' understanding. We seek your attention to these are the wordings. This has linkage to disclosures in financial statements. Example, SA 210, SA 560. Other matter paragraphs, it is relevant for users' understanding and it does not have any cross references to financial statement disclosures. Example, cash flow statement, SA 299, separate audit report has been issued by joint auditors. In case of cash flow statement, there are two auditors. First auditor is pertaining to parent company. Second auditor is pertaining to group companies, that is subsidiary, associate, joint venture. What is the management responsibility? Management responsibility hint is PA MAFI. PA, preparation of books of accounts. M, managerial activities. A, asset safeguarding. F, preparation of financial statements. I, implementation of internal controls and internal financial controls. Auditor's responsibility hint is PRIAG. P, professional judgment and professional skepticism. R, risk of material misstatements. I, internal control evaluation, that is test of controls. A, accounting policies evaluation. G, going concern validity. Going concern validity need to be checked by the auditor only. SA 701 key audit matters. Adding key audit matter will attract modification to auditor's audit report? No. Adding key audit matter will not attract modifications to audit report. How to determine key audit matter? High assessed risk, high uncertain depends upon the management judgment. Determination of uncertainty depends upon the management judgment. Any other significant event or transaction. If matter is not addressed or unresolved, the opinion need to be modified. It does not come to KAM, key audit matter. It need to be modified. SA 706, SA 560 dual dating concept. In case of dual dating, SA 706 applies. SA 710, comparative information and corresponding financial statements. Corresponding figures. Corresponding figures means, in case of corresponding figures, previous year and current year data will be given. Notes to accounts. In case of notes to accounts, only current year data will be expressed. The auditor need to express opinion on current year financial statements only in case of corresponding figures. In case of comparative financial statements, both previous year and current year statement data is given, including notes to accounts. The auditor need to express opinion on entire financial statements, entire set of financial statements in case of comparative financial statements. In case of corresponding figures, the auditor need to express opinion on current year financial statements only. In case of comparative financial statements, auditor need to express opinion on entire set of financial statements. Next, there is a predecessor auditor. In the same financial year, he has given unmodified opinion. In such a case, SA 560, for the same financial year, there are two auditors, predecessor auditor, new auditor. The predecessor auditor has given unmodified opinion and new auditor has given qualified opinion. In case of new auditor, as he has given qualified opinion, he need to express the same details in other matter paragraphs as per SA 706. In case of a predecessor auditor, As he has given unmodified opinion, as per SA 560, he need to amend the audit report and give emphasis of matter paragraphs as per SA 706. SA 560 is applicable in case of start date. Start date means any date greater than 31st after 31st March, and the end date is signing of audit report until the nth date. Next, SA 720, company will issue annual report to the shareholders. It contains financial statements, notices, director responsibility statement, CSR report, central government report, audit committee report, audit report. First, audit report will be issued. Next, board's report. Next, annual report. Next, SA 700 and 705, audit opinions. There are 4 types of auditors' opinions: unmodified opinion, qualified opinion, adverse opinion, disclaimer opinion. First one, unmodified opinion. That means clean opinion. This is the draft audit report. The contents are draft audit report, has not been modified. Unmodified opinion. Unmodified opinion is issued in 2 cases. That means clean opinion will be issued in 2 cases. First case, sufficient and appropriate audit evidence is obtained. Misstatement identified in the financial statements have immaterial effect. In such a case, unmodified opinion or clean opinion will be expressed. Second case, sufficient and appropriate audit evidence is not collected due to limitations and they have immaterial effect. In such a case, unmodified opinion or clean opinion will be issued. Next, qualified opinion. Qualified opinion means except for possible effect of. In case of qualified opinion will be issued in 2 cases. First case, sufficient and appropriate audit evidence is obtained. Misstatements identified in the financial statements are material but not pervasive. In such a case, qualified opinion will be expressed. Second case, sufficient and appropriate audit evidence is not collected due to limitations and this have material and not pervasive effect. Material but not pervasive effect. In such a case, qualified opinion is issued. Pervasive means it is not confined to a particular assertion, or if confined amount of such material misstatement is very significant, or misstatements disclosures. These misstatement disclosures are fundamental to users' understanding. In all 3 cases, the item will be considered as pervasive. Next, adverse opinion. Adverse opinion. Sufficient adverse opinion will be issued in 1 case. Sufficient and appropriate audit evidence is obtained and misstatements identified in the financial statements are material and pervasive. Disclaimer opinion. Disclaimer means a reservation or no opinion. Sufficient and appropriate audit evidence is not collected due to limitations and this is material and pervasive. In such a case, disclaimer opinion will be given. In disclaimer of opinion, the following are the wordings. We were appointed to audit, but we are not in a position to express an opinion. This is the wording for disclaimer opinion. Next, SA 510 versus SA 710. SA 510, initial audit engagements, opening balances. SA 710, comparative information, corresponding figures, and comparative financial statements. Initial audit engagements, opening balances. Prior period financial statements are audited by predecessor auditor, or prior period financial statements are not audited at all. In such a case, SA 510 is applicable. SA 710, financial statements of the current period includes amounts and disclosures for more than 1 prior periods. Example of SA 510 and SA 710. For the financial year 18-19, audit has been conducted. This is the first year for the company. In such a case, SA 510 is not applicable and SA 710 is also not applicable. Next, for the financial year 18-19, prior period financial statements are audited by same auditor. There is no comparative information is given. Current year, the audit is going on. In such a case, SA 510 is not applicable, SA 710 is also not applicable. Financial year 18-19, prior period financial statements are audited by same auditor. Comparative information is given. In such a case, for the current year audit, SA 510 is not applicable, SA 710 is applicable. For the financial year 18-19, prior period financial statements audited by predecessor auditor. Comparative information not included. In such a case, for the current year, SA 510 is applicable, SA 710 is not applicable. For the financial year 18-19, prior period financial statements are not audited and comparative information is given. In such a case, for the current year audit, SA 510 is applicable and SA 710 is also applicable. Next, there is a mistake in the prior year. that mistake is found in current year. In such a case, SA 560 is applicable. Next, SA 706. There are two types of paras: emphasis of matter paragraphs, other matter paragraphs. In emphasis of matter paragraphs, we will discuss about matters disclosed in the financial statements. And in emphasis of matter paragraphs, we will disclose the matters which are fundamental, significant to the user's understanding. And in case of other matter paragraphs, we will disclose matters which are relevant to the users. These are the matters which are not disclosed in financial statements, but which are relevant to the user.